Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here, and welcome back to League of Legends Manager on MOBA GM, where SI Gaming is winding down its best season in history. I know it's 4-12, but I mean quite literally, it is our best team in history, or best record in history right here, and we are hitting a very key point in the season. As if we look here at the schedule, we have 6 games left. And as you might have noticed on the roster, these might be the last 6 games for Phil Sowers Bernstein, the #1 game leader in SIG history, and AC Tornado Dervish, as we might be hitting the market in this next season. So we have 6 games to get 1 more win, at least, to hit my goal for the season. And hopefully we can, win more than 1 to try and convince them to stay. Now, this schedule, it has 3, I guess, lower ranked teams and 3 higher ranked teams in my opinion. The first 2 games to start off are Jade Crown, easy, then Imperium Aces, hard. Paladin, I guess right now it's easy, but it's Paladin, so probably not. And then Aether Wolves, which is harder, and then Paladin, which is, once again, slightly easier, but it's Paladin. And then Silver Dragons, which is kind of hard to end off the season. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sim the games that are, where we're close in record, so the Jade Crown game and both of the Paladin ones. And then we're going to draft. I'm going to draft, excuse me, I forgot what I was talking about. I am going to draft the hard games against Imperium Aces, Aether Wolves, and Silver Dragons. The game arguably does a better job of drafting. I mean, what? We have 1 game that we won? Was it the Crystal one? I don't even know. We've won like a single game with me drafting. And if it was against Crystal, then hey, we beat a top team with it. So that's what I'm going to do. Also slated for this episode is we're going to recap the season, do the prospect showcase, and quick off season, because I don't think I have enough time to stretch this out. So yeah, we're going to get all that done today. So we might as well start going now. So our first team is against Jade Crown with Type 0, the rookie Bakrin, Bomb in the mid lane, the rookie Benix, Eddie Carey, and Solitech at support. I'd say everything has pretty much progressed as usual with Jade Crown. The only person that I was like, or the only 2 that was like maybe they could bench or start them was like Bigos and SS. They're both benched. So yeah. Jade Crown looks pretty solid. So start this off, or at least what I projected post or preseason. I think they've gone with the roster to draft. So let's go ahead and sim this first game against them. We lose in a close game to Jade Crown, as you see here. I mean, it doesn't look close, but we have kills, and I think that's been the big difference this year between this year and all the other years, is even in our losses, we're still getting kills. As we just lost right there. So our next game will be against the 12-4 Imperium Aces. We get to see Moonlefa again for the 2nd time this season. So they have Faceless, Noble, Exceller, and Zay. This team went with the roster that I thought they would go with in the preseason, and it has worked, to say the least, for the Aces. But let me go ahead and, well, we're not going to just coach options. Let's go ahead and, go ahead and do the draft, which you're going to see me over this. Okay, so I really have no idea what is going on right now. I cannot draft. Anytime I try to go to draft, it crashes. So and then it wouldn't let me sim like at all, and now it is. So I don't know if there was like 2 bye weeks in a row or what, but we've simmed a couple of games. Here was the Imperium Aces game. Shava got kills on Ivern, which is not fun. Tristana did good, or sorry, Tornado did good on Tristana, but we still lost to the Aces. In the first game against Paladin, we also lost. Also, one thing to note from Paladin, I think the reason they're doing so bad this year, although they have won the last few games, they just put Sander back in the lineup, and Milikas is benched for some weird reason. I have no clue. So yeah, Paladin has not been the same, but yeah, as you can see here, the playoffs are still very, very close. Let's say Imperium Aces, Crimson Moon, and maybe Crystal are the only teams who have locked in, what, 3 games left? Yeah. But we need to win one of these 3 games so we can get our goal of 5. We lose even harder. We lose even harder to the Aether Wolves. Tornado did not do good on Lucian. But yeah, iMain totally destroyed that game. However, we take the game against Paladin in the second to last game of the season, and we will have 5 wins. Miker and Sander were not enough. Sander coming back was not enough for Paladin to make the playoffs. I believe it's this loss. They are out. As it sours 9, 3, and 6 on Rumble. What a performance. I kind of wish this was the last game of the season, but it's not. Here are your standings. It looks like Quantum, the defending champs, 207 Shock, Silver Dragons, and Primal Gaming are competing for the last 2 playoff spots. We will see Aether Wolves, Crystal, Imperium Aces, and the Crimson Moon in the playoffs. Crimson Moon has been very bad to end out the season. And I guess it's still technically possible Aether Wolves don't make it, but I doubt it. So, let's go ahead and sim the last game of the season. And we lose to the Silver Dragons to end out the year. Tornado did good on Jinx though. So, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and look at our roster for this season and how they did. Obviously, we did not change out anyone through the entire year. I think it's the first year where we actually stuck with a roster. Highest KDA was Mark Netherrose Hill in his rookie season at 1.9. Overall, it wasn't that good of a year, but hey, we got 5 wins, and that's all that matters. Now, before we look at the playoffs, let's look at the league leaders for the season. And here we are. Your kill leader for the year is Crimson Moon's Sani with 4.9. Obviously, you see our former mid laner Perchoff there in second. And third is a tie between Death and Corbin on Crystal and Aether Wolves. Assists, Royal Sid does not break Milikov's record of assists. He only gets 12.8, but it's still a respectable high. Fullsock sits behind him at 12, and Zay on the Imperium Aces with 11.4 takes third. For CS, obviously Sander only played 12-ish games, but he leads the league in CS regardless at 361.1. Sander this season did play only 12 games. I guess the logic would be the reason is they're injured. That's right. Is they're injured? So I guess he was injured for the first half of the year. I don't know. Your highest KDA is Art, the AD carry on Crimson Moon. Obviously Sani in second at 7.1. Royal Sith in third at 6.4. You have Perchoff in fifth at 6.2, and iMain on Aether Wolves at 5.9. So here are your official final standings for 2022. Crimson Moon finishing in first with a 17-5 record. I thought they could do 20 plus wins easily this year, but they slipped up towards the end. Imperium Aces sits in second with a 15.7. The Aether Wolves are awarded the third place spot as they tied with Crystal at 13 and 9. Crystal will take fourth, obviously. And Primal makes the playoffs at 12 and 10, along with the Silver Dragon. So there you have it. Here are your playoff matchups. Crystal will take on Primal, and Aether Wolves will take on Silver Dragon. So, let us see how it progresses. We'll sim one day at a time. Not redraft. Oh hey, it works now. Huh. Weird. Anyway, I don't know what happened there, but it works now. As the Aether Wolves take down the Silver Dragons 3-1, Crystal and Primal go to Game 5, and it will be Crystal who advances to take on the Crimson Moon. Obviously, it's the 1-seeded Crimson Moon versus the 4-seeded Crystal, and the 2-seeded Imperium Aces versus the 3-seeded Aether Wolves. I think every single year it's been 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. Who can win? Both the higher seeds take Game 1 and Game 2. Crimson Moon sweeps Crystal, however the Aether Wolves do get one game back on Imperium. They get the second game back as well, and the Aether Wolves reverse sweep Imperium, or Imperium Aces, for their first ever final. So it will be Crimson Moon Esports, Sani, Electro, Kirchhoff, Art, and Royalty, taking on the Aether Wolves, Corvin, Bobo, Ollivander, Imane, and Sandy. Also in your third place match, it will be 4-seeded Crystal, with Data Fuse, Leofrost, Death, Anide, and Fiersa. Taking on Imperium Aces, with Moonlepa, Faceless, Noble, Exceller, and Zay. Let's see who will win, and who will claim their first title between Crimson Moon and Aether Wolves. Aether Wolves take Game 1. Crimson Moon takes Game 2. And Game 3 belongs to the Crimson Moon as well. However, Aether Wolves take Game 4. We're going to Game 5. So the third place match, as it will be the Aether Wolves who win their first ever championship. I did not see who won third place, as Imane wins Finals MVP, Art wins MVP. Here you can see all the All-League teams. So as the retired players, we see Data Fuse is gone, 475 retires, Sander is gone, Kirchhoff will retire as well. Disc standout 80, or yeah, the 80 carry from last year is gone. SS has retired, unfortunate, and a whole host of rookies that did not receive deals in their time. Yeah, I'd say 475 did play a lot on Excalibur before he got benched this last season, and I don't know if he deserves the Hall of Fame, but he has made it there. Sander definitely deserves it, and so does Data Fuse. So they both make it in, and that is that. So, yeah, I think I've honestly forgotten where I left off. Sorry, I had a entire uselessly annoying conundrum trying to get back to this screen that you see in front of you. But yeah, so Imane wins Finals MVP, Art wins MVP, Aether Wolves are the league champs, the runner-up is Crimson Moon. Your Rookie of the Year actually made an All-League team this year. Brent Ollivander Hanlon is your 2022 Rookie of the Year. And your third place team is Crystal, as they outlasted Imperium in the 5-game set. So, look at our roster now. As we are now in the crucial point. Obviously, this doesn't really matter. But now, it's the moment of truth. Do we want to sign Sours and Tornado? Do they want to sign with us? Is a big question. But before we do anything, before we advance to the re-signing stage, I do want to look at the prospects for this season. Here it is, obviously on the left. The 2023 column you see there. Obviously, the last two have not been edited. Your top prospect in the game is Kyvan Quebec Lester at support. He's 60 overall, 100 potential. He should be really good. I think the best prospect probably ever is Omari Blackman, Rune, in the jungle. Obviously, we don't need a support or a jungler, but they probably have the highest ceilings out of anyone in this class. We are obviously losing an AD carry, and the best AD carry is Sharon Masters, Pulsa. I don't know if we're gonna sign him, if we're gonna go for an AD carry. Obviously, I still don't know if Tornado is going to re-sign with us. But if we don't, then hey, Pulsa's right there. And the last prospect I have marked down is the jungler JR Platinum Coda. Already has jungle control and aggression for his traits, and he should be really good. Of course, we say all these prospects should be pretty good. In this top 50, I'm going to show all of them to you kind of slowly. I learned my lesson in doing this in the previous episode. And do all that, and it is time to see who will re-sign with us. Everyone, Sours and Tornado do want to come back. Now, pretty much in any other circumstance, I would let Sours go. It would not make much sense to re-sign a 23-year-old, who's not going to get much better. But considering he's the star player of the team and top lane is stacked, we're going to re-sign Sours. I don't want to hit end negotiation. I believe we should have a top lane roster, but yeah, no, Tenakusu is hitting the market this year as well. So we're going to sign Sours to a 2-year contract. So we bring him back. Yeah, Sours is back. We still need a 80 carry. So, Tornado. He obviously has not done the best. But this year was improvement. However, I think with the 80 carry options that could potentially be available, is if we go to free agents here and we look at the top 80 carries that are available. Here are all the 80 carries that can hit free agency besides Tornado. Pretty much, I would love to sign a Nide. And, having Southern there and Domateo. Like, obviously, there's so many other players that we could sign. And I'm just not really sure if I want to bring back Tornado. Yes, he has 94 potential. And honestly, letting go of players at age 20 has come back to bite me more often than it has helped me. But besides signing, you know what? We're gonna sign Tornado to a 1-year deal. Okay. Because we were letting CJL go, and if either of them hit the market, we'll probably, if any of them hit the market, we'll probably sign a better AD carry, and Tornado will hit the market next. As far as everyone else, the Ricketts brothers and Tenakusu, we're going to let them all go and look for other leaders. So here is your free agency class, and it looks like Tornado would have been the best available AD carry in terms of overall and potential. So yeah, Corbin, Dualsock, both hit the market. Domateo, Fictivi, Death is on the market right now. As we look at our roster here, we re-signed two guys that were the biggest to re-sign. As far as starters, it's literally we just need more development. I was hoping we could sign somebody better than Tornado. I'm not gonna bench Netherrose because he was the best. He's like the best player on the team last year. So I don't know. I think it would be kind of insulting to Delhi to sign Dualstock, although passing up that opportunity, it wouldn't really make a whole bunch of sense to be signed. So as far as AD carry goes, I'm not sure who I want to sign. I mean, there's like Gargola. He played on Quantum. He was a two-time first-team All-Leaguer, including the year before this last year. And I really don't know what to do. Obviously, there's Pulsa, although he's on the second page. That's why you can't see him right now. There's Pulsa I could sign. I don't really know. We haven't had the best, prospects from AD carry jump up that have been in the top, in the top 5 or anything. So I don't know who I want to sign here. I think it would make sense that we sign a prospect at AD carry, and Sharon Masters is the best one there. That or I could sign Maratsuga O, Tiga Warwick, who is the 9th prospect in the class. He's from Japan. I don't know. So honestly, I think we're going to sign Pulsa to a 3-year deal. So we'll keep Tornado for a year. If Pulsa jumps up, Pulsa's probably going to be the starter. But until then, no idea. So we're still looking for a support and a top. So support-wise, I guess we'd sign a prospect, I guess. At top lane, I'm going to sign Max St. Louis. You're a backup top laner. So we do see Saint finding a team. I'm not sure if Sorrow will, his rival, per se. So at support, let's just see all the supports available right now. We could obviously do a slight upgrade, or an upgrade for sure if we were to sign Dualstock to the team to pair him up with Tornado. But I just feel like us signing Delhi for that deal would not, make sense. It wouldn't make a whole bunch of sense for us to sign Dualstock. I could sign the #1 prospect in the game in Quebec. But, yeah, I don't know. Because I don't think Delhi was the issue last year. That's the main thing. I don't think he was the issue. So I guess we're going to sign this quite loadedly stacked support class. You know what? We're gonna sign Quebec. If we want improvements, we're going to need a young player to improve. If Quebec jumps up and starts over Delhi, that's what we're gonna that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna figure this out, next year with the development. But yeah, that's our free agency. Sorry it took so long. It's just I legit did not know who to sign. I thought we might be losing Sowers. I thought we were definitely gonna lose Tornado. And even if we didn't, it was like, well, I'm probably going to sign something better, and I didn't even consider that DualShock might hit the market and make this a little harder, but yeah. Our free agency is over, and I will see you guys in 2023's preseason after I have gone through the rest of the free agency and adjusted all the teams. So everyone, free agency is over. Here are your top free agents, as neither Fictivi nor Damateo were signed by a team. Also 5'11 still out there. I don't know the best player, if there's a guy who played. There is not a person who played last year that is not on a team this year, so that's good to see, at the least. But here is our roster. Sowers went down 3, Shaba up 2, Netherrose is up to 82 overall now, the best player on the team. Tornado also went up 5 in his Prove It year, and Deli went up 2. On the bench, though, I think we have some very, very intriguing developments, at least with Enil Temple Muhao going up to a 71 overall, definitely challenging Shaba in the jungle. And both of their contracts expire this offseason in 2023. So, yeah. As for the rest of the prospects we signed, the number 1 prospect, Quebec, only went up +3. Tulsa went up 4, and St. Louis, Max St. Louis went down by 1. Excalibur also went down, and his overall, or his potential now goes supposed to be 57. So he will most definitely be out next year. So here is where we stand for the power rankings. Right now we are the 8th overall team, and apparently the number 1 team in MMR. That must mean something for us. But yeah, we're moving up the rankings. That will be all for this episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name is Alexander Great, and I'll see you all later.